What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
Rule 0 on the internet is to not fuck with cats. And that is what I learned from watching Don't Fuck with Cats on Netflix. It's a limited series, 3-part series. It's like 3 hours and change in total. Burned right through it. Saw somebody on Twitter mention it, how they like had to look away and it was just like tough to watch, just kind of like got under your skin. There's a little, so I gotta watch it. It's on Netflix. It's available. I need something to watch to talk about, and was not disappointed. It is, for those that don't know what this little true crime little documentary series is about. It's about a guy who makes a video about putting 2 kittens inside of a like a vacuum bag and killing them. And then that video kind of sparking a community of people who want to track this person down, because rule 0, you don't fuck with cats on the internet, and or just don't fuck with cats in general, I guess. But it's a crazy story, right? So you're following some of the key investigators, the internet sleuths, as it were, where they're breaking things down. They all they have to go on is this like low resolution video, and it was like these videos were posted on like Live Leak, the kind of off-brand YouTube things where you can get away with showing crazy stuff. That's not censored for children. So you get to follow some of these characters, and you find out a lot about the person, and you find out kind of this as a whole. The series really highlights culturally how things are changing, how things have changed, how the internet has changed, how people's desire and need to be famous, and using the internet to be famous, and kind of how some of the darker sides of humanity, like murder or mass murder, are kind of culturally kind of part of pop culture in a lot of ways. Because, I mean, school shootings have been going on for 20 years now. I remember Columbine happened in my senior year of high school, and they've just kind of become more common over the years, and in a crazy way, culturally, has given kids kind of like they look up to these people, right? Because it's an avenue to gain fame. And people are obsessed. Also, that's from like more of a, kind of the dark side of millennials. But then you have the older generations, Gen X and all of that. And they're obsessed with true crime. So you have that generation of people basically becoming, home kitchen or living room detectives, just using the internet to track people. It's crazy the extent you're getting to see kind of representations of these types of people that are kind of popular, growing in popularity. And then so you're getting both of those things, and just the kind of delusion a parent has to protect their kid, like just but anyway, so this guy, which I can't think of his name offhand, the killer guy. Well, that's the thing. It starts with animals, and then it grows to where he starts killing people. And all the while, these internet detectives are, they've been just based on the video, tracking down where this might be in the world, kind of narrowing it down to certain places. And so it's very much, in a lot of ways, a catch me if you can type of scenario, which is literally one of the things that this kind of criminal mastermind, I would say, uh, what he references. He kind of styles his delusions off of some of his favorite movies growing up, which is, he's it's like he's playing such a long game with this whole thing that it's not like a spur of the moment, like kind of mass shooting kind of event, where there's still planning going on, but this is like this guy's setting up backstories like years in advance. He's got like this whole alternate reality on like social media accounts to just people that he's referenced over the years as like just like playing long game as hell, right? So you have this guy who's been setting all this kind of craziness up through his childhood, because he's not old. I mean, he's probably like in his early 20s or something like that. So he's like setting this stuff up from his childhood, and then you have like these people online who've been able to kind of focus their efforts and really do some forward momentum in the investigation, to where by the time the police finally catch up and realize that this guy is starting to commit crimes, like they don't even want to talk to the internet people, despite the internet people being like so far ahead of the game when it comes to being able to track this guy down. So you get to see law enforcement also, and just kind of like just the inability with them to kind of catch on, which is understandable. I would imagine, they run into a lot of people that say that they can help online. But it's just a crazy miniseries. You get to it's like I burned through it. I was excited to watch it. They don't show the actual videos, so if like you're sensitive to that, you get to listen to some audio, which there's not a whole lot of audio that's, it's not disturbing audio or anything like that, but you get to see people's reactions to watching the video, like the lead investigators in the internet thing, and just like police chiefs and stuff like that. You get to see their reactions to the video, which is enough, which is, you're seeing it's the show forces you to see that stuff in your head, which is kind of fucked up. But it's a great miniseries. I highly recommend it. I mean, the where the whole story goes, and how what this guy's able to get away with, and it's just really, I mean, I'm a victim. I love the true crime stuff. It's just super interesting, and this is a story that it's, at least through the way the show portrays it, was a huge story. It was national news, but maybe just in Canada, because I think a lot of it took place, like a lot of the when the police finally get a hold, start looking into it, it's in Canada. And I think there was some aspects of the U.S., and then he goes like overseas. It's kind of it's very much like a real life Catch Me If You Can, but instead of trying to embezzle money, it's to become a serial killer. Yeah, and it's good. It's really good, and one of many shows on Netflix with "fuck" in the title. Which, tomorrow is another example of that. But that's it for this episode. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Go buy my artwork over at InspiredDisorder.com and save 25% when you use coupon code RTS. Follow me on social media at Ray Taylor. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!